Just got these daylilies we're going to plant here in this aged mulch. Somebody let me know if you can eat these. I have the common daylily, which is orange, and it comes up every year, and I eat them, and they're really good, the flower petals, but I don't know if you can eat the ornamental ones. I assume you can. Today's Wednesday. Y'all probably won't see this video till Sunday. I've been really sick the last couple days, so I haven't been doing much. There was a chestnut here. And geese are maniacs. When it comes to fruit trees, they hate them. And they ripped up the chestnut. So we're gonna plant a quince here and make sure what they did is they moved this wire because we didn't have it attached on the bottom over there. So we got some landscaping staples and we're gonna make sure we staple it down next time. But yeah, if y'all have geese and you're trying to put an orchard where geese are, make sure you protect them. This was mulched a few months ago, by the way. These are called pit swells, fish scale swells, horseshoe swells. People call them different things. Look up Roots and Refuge pit swells. Y'all should watch that video. These are pretty cool. They collect water down in this bottom right here. You can't see it on this camera. But you can actually mow between the pit swells, whereas regular swells, weeds grow up in between the trees. So it's a little bit more difficult to maintain. And these make it a little bit easier to maintain if you have stuff on large scale systems. Never plant y'all's trees too deep. Almost everybody does that. I like to leave actually a little bit of root flare above the soil. Not much, but people a lot of times they bury their trees up to the trunk, which is asking for disease. I made that mistake years ago and it cost me a good bit of money, unfortunately. This is a Smyrna quince. It came from Willis Orchards, which is a great tree company. I've got a lot of stuff from there. They're from Tennessee, I believe. Which I try to order everything at least from the South.
Well, apparently it didn't work.
Heck 'em.
Is the battery any good? The battery's not real good. You might want to go put another battery on it.
Oh yeah, perfect. So this would be perfect for succession sowing if I'm doing radishes or carrots or something. Just say I'm gonna go out there and plant 240. Excuse me, 239, because I don't have one in the corner. I should put one in the corner there. Alright, a couple thoughts, y'all. The reason I marked it with the Sharpie is because I didn't really want to put this piece of pegboard right here, but Roof and Nails was the only thing that was kind of like the perfect length. So I did end up actually having to use it as a spacer, but I would just plan to use it as a spacer from the beginning, because when I put this one back over it, it's not perfectly even. So just something I would definitely do. I would just go ahead, you saw me marking it with a Sharpie, I would skip that. I would just drill the holes. I would just go ahead and attach this to the board, attach this piece of pegboard to this board, and just drill the holes from there, and that way it's perfectly lined up and you won't have to, I'm having to like hit it with a hammer to, and it's kind of like busting in a few areas. That's another thing. I might try to find some pegboard that's a little bit better material. This stuff is like almost like flaky, like some sort of like cheap plywood, and I'm not going to be able to use it on like any moist soil. So a couple of things to think of, but we'll do better next time. So you see, and I'm just going to have to do this to be able to get it to work, but it'll work. Still be good to test out. Let's see how this thing works. It's pretty much the exact conditions that Jim Kovalevsky has. He used the deep mulch method, and he just moves it to the side. Get the big wood chips out of the way. Kind of scratch it up a little bit. Look at that, that's beautiful soil. It's about 3 years old, by the way. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to work. This is how it's supposed to work theoretically. I'm gonna push the crap out of it since y'all know my nail predicament. You're supposed to just be able to, now this is gonna be the hard part for me. Pull it off. Now I'm gonna just check underneath it and see if it actually dug little holes. I'm gonna do radishes here. So it'll probably actually work for carrots better because the nails aren't going all the way through. So the holes are just really shallow. Carrot seeds like a little bit more shallow in my experience. I might plant them all. Test it out. Press the seeds back in. And this is the idea as you do that, but I can see there's still some seeds. See, it really barely just pushed them in the soil, but spaced them out well. You're going to see a better board on the next video. I probably won't put it on a life as a Permie, but I'll just I'm gonna do a whole video now that I've made it and know how to perfect it. I'm gonna do a video on just doing it the right way.